Alright guys, we're moving on from defending to attacking. Yeah, that's right. This is when we're less than a guard dog, more as a hunting dog. We're out there with the pack hunting, picking out enemies with our shotguns and our pistols, raining down lead on those varmints, you know? Really getting them thorn in their side. So, this loadout I like to call the Lawbreaker. And let's talk about the tools of trade. First of all, we got the Frontier Justice. Then we got the Loadout. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Let me know in the comments if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not a good reader that well. Just want to let you know. And of course, the notorious Gunslinger. So, let's talk about these weapons. First of all, I love this gun. This is actually my second gun I got in the game, playing engineer. This is an achievement item you get, and I fell in love with this thing, especially what it does, Every time my sentry gets a kill and someone kills it, I got something to really get some revenge, Because, I'm building that sentry. I put my hard work, my metal, in bringing that little guy to life, Bring him out to the battlefield to help us win the war, win that fight, Next thing you know, some demo or some pyro or someone, or a darn spy especially, comes along and kills the poor little guy. That sucks. Have you seen... Let me just say this. Have you guys seen that SFM? The Story of the Century? If you haven't, look it up. It'll put a tear to your eye. It will. It really got me to respect the Century. So this gun puts that revenge in your hand. I mean, that is what it is for. That is true justice. Moving on to one of my first weapons I got from another game. And pretty proud of this one. The Loadout. I got this from a little white rabbit in a poker game. Usually not the thing to say to a person, But it's true. It's true. You don't believe me? Well, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy at all. I'm not crazy. But anyway, this gun is really fun. It's nothing really special. It's pretty much the normal pistol, but, it adds something fresh to the engineer, I think. Instead of the pistol and the Wrangler, you got another style of pistol you can use. Because, the engineer doesn't got a lot of secondary weapons, which I think is a shame because he's a cowboy. What's a cowboy's trusty gun? I know the shotgun is, but what else, my friends? His sidearm. Every cowboy ain't nothing without his good old sidearm. And I should know, So, this really brought a spice, and it actually, and if you haven't got this gun, and if you don't know how to get this gun, it's from Poker Night, Night at the Inventory. Poker Night. I got it right. Poker Night, a Night at the Inventory. Pretty much it's a fun game. It's kind of a game to waste some time, And I really got it. At first I got the game just to get the weapons for TF2, but I did not know I would fall in love with that game. And I did. I fell in love with the poker games. Especially, the game got me into Sam & Max. It really got me into the series. I was like, what is that rabbit? Seriously, what is that rabbit from? I looked it up. I searched it up. I read the comic books. I fell in love with the comic books. And then I played the video games. I fell in love with the video games. My gosh, it is the best thing ever. Especially the cartoon show was hilarious as hell. It was just funny, guys. Sam and Max, number one. Telltale or Talltale. Am I saying your name right? I don't know. I'm not good with names. That's another thing you guys know about me. Well, you guys gotta know about me. I am terrible with names. But anyway, you guys gotta make another Sam and Max game. You really have to. I mean, there's gotta be another Sam and Max game, guys. Come on. Sam and Max fans, join me. Let us have another Sam and Max. You guys don't want another George Lucas, LucasArts on your hands. You do not want another LucasArts on your hands. I'm sorry. I ranted there a little bit. I was moving from another game to another one. Sorry about that. Anyway, one of my favorite guns. Next is, of course, the notorious Gunslinger. This is the one that puts a lot of people to tears. You hate this gun or you love this gun. It's an equal love. I call it Shorty for short. Because, well, he's a little guy, but he packs a punch. This little guy is a fun weapon, you know? Instead of building level 3 sentries, you build these little mini sentries, you know? And what can I say? They're a pain in the butt to fight with back in the day. Due to the recent gunmetal update, this is the second /good/bad thing that they did to the engineer for the gunmetal update. Was 1, they nerfed the weapon. But 2, they buffed the weapon. So, that's interesting. So yeah, that is kind of cool. Also, this weapon has gone for a lot, you know. Back in the day when it used to have this weird glitch when you punch a teammate and then you punch an enemy, it was a critical hit. And then they remove that glitch and then they replace it with an actual thing. Third successful punch in a row allows crits. So, yeah, Valve definitely listens to their people and to their fans, so that's a cool thing. And all, this is a fun thing to use. If you haven't used this gun, I recommend slipping that glove on, or slipping that glove off, and putting this baby on. And I think you're going to make a lot of friends after that. Or enemies. Give or take, they're the same sometimes. Moving on.